Greetings, classmates. By the time you see this, I'll be in Alabama, doing Lord knows what to get hired by this police department. But I will still be doing my part to contribute to your education and to contribute to my group's presentation. First thing I'm going to talk about is feedback about your speech. No matter what a person says or how they say it, all feedback is given in the spirit of assisting your future presentations. Now, a person could say it sucks, and this is wrong, and that's wrong, and multiple people might think that, so that just means that even though it might hurt your feelings the way they're saying it, it's still meant to learn from. Which means the same thing as if someone were to say, oh, this is great, but this is still wrong. The way they say it does not affect the actual feedback in itself, and it's all meant to learn from. Secondly, when you're giving a speech, your values may not be the same as someone else. What I think is the most valued thing in my life and how I feel might completely differ from yours, and we might not just get along because of it. So try not to say things in a way that you feel them, but in a way that everyone would feel them. Also, it is very important that in your speech, even though you have the right to freedom of speech, there are still certain things you can and cannot say because they're actually illegal and protected, such as racism and saying hateful and crude things. You have the right to say them, but still certain things shouldn't be said during your speech. Also, you should highly stay away from anything that'll provoke violence out of a person. Not good. You do not want to do that. Also, it is very important to avoid offensive language. People do not like that at certain points, and they will never agree with it if that's something they believe strongly in, which goes back to your values. And finally, never plagiarize. It's not worth it. It's just not a good thing to do. Plagiarism is never acceptable no matter what. Always be sure to give your credit where credit's due no matter what. And if you're not sure about if it's plagiarism or not, ask, because it's rather to be safe than sorry when it comes to plagiarism, because you might put something in there that you don't think is plagiarism, but it could turn out it, and you could be royally screwed because of it. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed everything.